Hello, little smokies. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I hope you've all had a fantastic week so far. I know this week for me has been pretty damn good so far, so I hope you all are joining me in that. But anywho, in that, this week we've talked about quite a bit of different topics, and there's been some updates and some things that we didn't get to totally finish on. So I think the best use of today's time would be spent finishing up some of these things, and then maybe having some new stuff in store. I'm very open today to reacting to potentially any funny stuff if you're interested, so go ahead and let me know. And thank you, Nightmare, for the redirect. Really appreciated. Thank you so much. Amanda dropped the Discord link for anybody who's interested in joining, and yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Oh yeah, and let me pin the link once again. I didn't forget. Boom. Pin the link if you guys do want to drop a dono now. I have an update on the monetization that is absolutely hilarious, okay? So this morning I woke up, and yesterday it was at 2,880 watch hours or something like that. So I looked at it this morning. Why is that at 2,950 watch hours? That's a fucking meme if I've ever seen one. I am literally 50 away from being able to apply. So the way that it works is it's 5 or 6 days off from what the actual watch hours you're at now. My channel is already showing me being at 3.6k. So by tomorrow, I know I keep saying this, by tomorrow, God willing, it'll be there. Thank you, Mad Maxi and Levi Dvorak for subbing. Yo, Disco Diva said, are you feeling sore from your workout? It's funny you should ask that because literally so sore. My arms feel like gelatin almost. It's kind of funny. And the back of my thighs and my calves feel like fire. I don't know. I feel good though. It's a good type of sore. Damn, I worked out type shit. So definitely happy. Thank you everybody who's coming over and hanging out from Nightmare.
H3H3 just raided with 5 viewers.
Oh shit, and we got a raid from T Bree. Shout out T Bree, who just raided over on Twitch. What a go. We're getting double whammies today. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much. Shout out to T Bree, by the way. She has worked with me to make a lot of these streams happen this week, and she is freaking fantastic. Definitely check out T Bree. I know that she does some gaming stuff over there. I don't know if I've only seen her gaming so far, so I can't promise you if she does stuff other than gaming, but her gaming stuff is hella chill, so definitely check out T Bree. And thank you, Twistle, for following over on Twitch. You guys are starting off strong today. It's gonna be a happy Friday, I can feel it. What was I going to say? I lost myself. Oh yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start getting into shit. Oh god!
For you.
Talk about starting off strong. Good morning, Gregory. Thank you, Amanda, for the $25 dono. Welcome, Gregory, our favorite donation man. And Annie, are you okay? Has followed over on Twitch. I love that name. Thank you so much. You guys are starting me off very strong today. Holy shit.
Surprise, motherfucker.
For you.
He had to double tap it. Gregory said we're in. I don't know why I don't know what's going on with the Streamlabs and why it's doubling over so much like that. Couldn't explain it to you, but... And why that's doubling over so much, but it is. Amanda said that was way too hard. Yo, the donation thing is a little bit difficult compared to the YouTube one, so hopefully it shouldn't be too much longer, but I appreciate any of you guys who do it over on Streamlabs. I know it is 40,000 more steps from what I've heard, so I appreciate it so much. Oh, okay, so before we get into all the shit I got for today, I need to remind you guys, and Amanda, if you want to use that 25 to pick 5 movies, feel free to do that, because today we are going to be spinning, let me get it up and running, beep beep boop boop. Why is it not on my options? I'm a little stupid, hold on. Yeah, there it is. Okay. There it is. We've got the movie wheel today, and we are going to be spinning this twice because we do 2 movies every week. Oh my god. Something on my mouth. Anyways, so we do a movie on Sunday night and we do a movie on Thursday nights. We watched Sinners this week and we watched, we just watched it yesterday. What the fuck is it called again? I literally forgot the name. Wrong Turn. Wrong Turn. We watched Wrong Turn yesterday. So if you guys want to add any of your movies to this wheel, let me see how many we've got so far. We've got 37 entries. Just to name a few, we've got The Conjuring, 7, King Kong, Ginger Snaps, Power Rangers movie, SpongeBob, Sponge Out of Water, Ferngully, Pirates of the Caribbean, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, The Labyrinth, Drive, Wreck, Dude, Where's My Car, Looper, Amelie, Lost Boys, The Conjuring again, Kiki's Delivery Service, Vampire Hunter D, Georgia Rule, Minecraft movie, Kung Fu Hustle. And that's not all of them. There's still a bunch more. But feel free to add any of yours on there. Amanda, just let me know because you're mod in the chat, so I'll catch it really easily if you put your 5 movies. Otherwise, just add me in the Discord to let me know, and they'll make sure that I get it before I spin it. I clicked the wrong goddamn screen. Annie Rita Gonzalez said, Zay, I think Twitch is broken again. I gotta figure that out. Lord knows that I don't know why it keeps doing that, so I will eventually figure it out one of these days. Clearly, I know YouTube a lot better than I know Twitch at the moment, but I'm getting there. Harmonious Pretzel said, "On Kiki, I love that movie." I do too. That's why it was one of my picks. Syke said, "Put Charlie in the Chocolate Factory for you." I got you. I got you. If any of you guys need to shout them out now. And the Chocolate Factory. And you're gonna have to let me know which one if we spin that. Because there's like 3 of those movies now. There's like a Timothy Chalamet Charlie Chocolate Factory. And it better not be that one. Alright. But let's go ahead and start jumping into some of the stuff. So, one of the things that I left on this week was letting you guys know that I had not finished the Pearadise documentary yet. And before we continued the reaction from what Stefan had said on the bus stream, I wanted to finish the documentary because I felt like they were starting to get into things that I was out of the loop of. So, now that I've seen it, let's go ahead and jump back into that to start off for today. Because I've heard that this interview gets so much worse from pretty much where I left off at. So let me go ahead and grab the exact timestamp. Here we go. And let me turn the volume up and put it on 1.25 speed for y'all. Psych Draws said the Johnny Depp one, obviously. T.
Then that turned into her actually having kids, and then there was some information dropped in the documentary about there being some alleged buying or trying to get your hands on some abortion pills.
Okay.
I want to dive into that. And do you have the screenshots to show after that R-word incident?
Okay.
You had like a video that you showed in the VC one night of all the
Yes, and it got sidetracked by Pow. I know. I remember that.
One thing that I've always thought was really interesting about this situation was as the investigation, or like, I guess I think it started as an investigation. Like, I think that's what Foxy wanted it to be, but then I think it turned into just like some content clout grab for like the rest of them. But in the midst of all of that, I don't really understand why he was like just allowed to frolic freely about through the Discord. That didn't really make any sort of sense to me, but
I was supposed to show it on bus. And then Pow popped up and completely sidetracked everything. So,
well, I mean, we even saw your comment of it in the docuseries of you saying, "Oh yeah, it was meant to just be a joke."
Oh, okay. The screenshots that I have or the messages, abortion pills are never mentioned anywhere because I never said that.
Right, they're not mentioned in the screenshots that you have.
No,
correct.
I'm talking about
screenshots. Sorry.
I'm talking about the comment that you made in the documentary when they were talking about that, and you were like, "Oh yeah, that was just meant to be like a joke."
Okay. Yes. Okay. I can address this full on. Okay. Imagine this.
Dude, I don't understand why everything's such a loop with this guy. I can address this full on. Then why didn't we start with you just addressing it full on? Because this just feels like he's trying to, like, almost, like, act like he doesn't know what they're talking about the same way he tried to act like he didn't know who Foxy was in the beginning. This guy is clearly, like, a predatory piece of work. That's what I've learned, allegedly. Oh, wait, I meant to write movie night pick. Sorry. There we go. And that's up there for you guys, just so I don't have to keep announcing it throughout the stream how much it is, because we are going to be spinning it twice today, so I just want to make sure you guys know. All right, let's continue.
Heather, that you've seen in the show, you know who Heather is, right?
Yes.
So Heather was around for a long time. Like, you know, she came in like right after season 2 ended, like in maybe December of 2020. And she kind of like, you know, controlled the house for a long time. Like she basically was like the house mama, and like, you know, she was very close, and she was one of the people that was right there when like the allegations first popped up. And she was actually trying to help me when I contacted Piggy, and Piggy ignored me, and Heather contacted Piggy, and Piggy ignored Heather and just bullied her instead and called her a handler. Heather was still on my side the whole time, right? So there was at some point a situation where, imagine this, you see my room. Heather was sitting here where Tech is sitting right now. And we were discussing like the
Why does he keep doing this roundabout shit? Get to the fucking point. Like, can I be real? Like, I hate people that do shit like this. And you know why he's doing this? Because by the time he actually is going to answer anything close to what she's actually asking, you're going to have even forgot the question. Because about halfway through this explanation, I'm almost forgetting where we're at this point. It's like, how do you... At what point do they just not cut him off and be like, can you answer the goddamn real part of this question? Because he's just like, so, like, why does it matter where she's sitting and that Tech is sitting in the same, just get to the goddamn fucking point, bro.
Cece, you know, one thing, and we were discussing like the Cece, you know, one thing that like the audience did not get to see at all in this documentary is how abusive Cece is and was and has been to me, because all of my evidence did not get shown. She gets to sit there and claim that, like, you know, oh, if it wasn't for Pearadise, Cass would still be alive, but all of my evidence got skipped.
What? Like, bro, like, what even is happening right now? What even is happening right now? What did this have to do with the question? She asked you about abortion pills, and we're on a carousel with this shit. And that's why I hate watching these interviews, because nobody interjects and interrupts to say, hey, maybe could you just answer what we asked you instead of this like roundabout jiggity jig. Because
Cece is one abusive case. Like, I cannot even tell you. She faked a hospital visit with the 2 IP addresses. I posted that story. She threatened me one time by doxing or like by releasing some information about me publicly when she first found out that I have a TikTok, and then another time when she didn't get what she wanted, she came up with the R-word allegations, right? So, and then I found out she's pregnant, and I found out that she had stopped taking birth control and didn't tell me, so she got pregnant against my will. Like, it's called informed consent. She was on birth control, and I had proof that she was on birth control because she was always taking it.
Dude, do you now see how, what the fuck? This is the most, like, what the fuck shit ever. He's going from taking, like, an accusation that somebody has on him that he did something to them unconsensually to now being like, no, well, actually, they unconsensually didn't inform me about the fact that they weren't on birth control. Did you ask? Did you ever ask? Because, did you even ask anyways? This is all a legend.
We were hooking up for like a year or something. So eventually I trusted her. And in early 2020, she stopped taking birth control. And 4 weeks into not taking birth control, she mentioned it on the side. Like, you know, one morning she just said, oh yeah, I haven't taken my birth control. And I was like, what? Oh my God, you haven't? How long for? Oh, the last 4 weeks. So I was sitting here with Heather confiding in her saying like, you know, this is so fucked up. You know, she has no finished education, no car, no income, no home, nothing. Everything that you need to have a family, she did not. The entire list, all checkboxes unchecked. And I said, this is absolutely irresponsible to even consider keeping the pregnancy, right? To keeping them in any way, shape, or form. You can carry them to term and then adopt them out, whatever the fuck you want to do. I did not consent to you getting pregnant. You tricked me by not taking your birth control.
You, as a man, realize that no matter what, even if you put a condom on, she was on birth control, all of that shit, she still could have got pregnant, and that you would still be responsible if she decides to go to term with that baby, because if you decide at any point that you have sex with somebody and they have a child, even if you don't want to have that child and you're a man, you will have to pay child support. That is just how life works. Also, that is kind of crazy to be like, he's basically just saying he wanted her to like outright. That's so crazy. And imagine like saying this like so nonchalant, like sick in the head.
For 4 weeks. So I made a joke to Heather, sitting here saying like, oh my God, like, you know, we should just get like abortion pills and bake her some fucking brownies and try to make peace, you know? It was a fucking joke. I know that the shit's illegal.
That's not funny. Why I hate when people try to say shit that's like the most obvious, like unfunny. What's funny about like, haha, hee hee, let's put something in somebody's food and not tell them that could actively make a choice for them that they're directly saying they don't want to make. Haha, hee hee. Was that funny? Or did I just come off a little crazy?
I have never made any attempt to acquire any. I've never made an attempt for anybody to acquire any. Heather, when she turned on me, took that story as hot tea from the inner circle and said, oh, Stefan was trying to... No. I have, and I'm going to air this out. I'm going to air this fucking shit out on live right now. I have sat here talking to people in private saying that like, God help me if I ever see Piggy in a dark alley and I have a baseball bat in my hand. Of course I would not do that. I would never do anything illegal. None of...
What are we talking? How did we get here? How did we get here? Like, I'm trying to think of what even to say about this, but it's just the fact that, like, he was asked a very direct question and somehow he's just so oversharing to the point that we got this. Why would you think to say that and that was an okay thing to say?
Them is worth losing my life over, my freedom. I would never. So yes, it was a fucking joke, and I stand by that because I have a right to joke with who I thought was my closest friend, and then my friend betraying me and taking the joke in public and shopping it as if it was an attempted plan.
So you think it's a funny joke?
Was.
You think it's a funny joke to say that we should crush up abortion pills and give them to her?
It's not funny. It's absolutely not funny. The whole situation is everything but funny, Foxy.
So then is it a joke? Like, I'm so confused. How can you say it's a joke but then directly say it's not funny? What do you mean? What do you mean?
You're trying to sit here and justify why you would make the joke, painting CC out to be this horrible person in order to make...
Annie Rita Gonzalez said, why is he eating? Because he wants attention. He wants to make sure that people are looking at him at all time. If the attention's not on him, he's going to make sure there's a way. The same way he's like sitting in the back of the frame and also being on camera because he wants to make sure people are commenting about something about him at all times because he's an attention whore.
Be like, oh yeah, no wonder I would feel this way, right? Like that's kind of like what you're trying to make us think. But no matter what the situation is, it is never okay to joke or have a conversation with whether it was just Heather or anybody else like that. You should be giving somebody fucking abortion pills.
Yeah, there's nothing
to get
funny
rid of the baby
about that
you're gonna be having with her.
Clock it, Foxy.
Like, you really just don't. You guys just never allow me to have feelings, huh?
Never allow you to have feelings.
What? I hate it. I hate it so fucking much. There's no way he really just said that. You only care about yourself. He's like, oh, you guys won't allow me to have feelings. If your feelings have to do with, like, wanting to allegedly drug somebody, like, why would you ever say that, even as a joke? Like, I get what he's saying. Like, okay, obviously, yes, he would never do that. And do I actually think he probably would? No. But do I think that he said it as, like, something to, like, not like a rage bait, but like something that's like, yeah, like I'm that guy kind of thing. It's almost like an egotistical play, and that's what I really don't fuck with about him, is it feels like it's just a lot of this is like super ego pushing. But yeah, that is crazy as fuck to say. Strawberry Kisses says he feels the need to talk about spiking someone. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you're saying, like that's not something you feel. Like that's really weird to frame that the way that it is.
What are you talking about?
I was betrayed.
Peace and love in the LT.
I can't do that. That's fucking diabolical. All right, let me full screen myself for 1 second. Let me skip ahead a little past that, because that's fucking, I can't.
What you said. What?
Somebody here is not allowing you to have emotions. I am here to ask you questions about what I saw in the docuseries that we just watched. Okay?
Yeah. So, I'm telling you, something that I said in private that I assumed was going to stay private and not ever get aired out in public is nobody's business.
Okay, I think the point is that where you should be just like taking accountability, being like, yeah, that was a fucked up thing, I should have said that, I'm sorry. You're instead trying to like misplace the blame.
Peace and love in the LT.
didn't say that, though. I think we're sorry.
How is this happening in the middle of a like so serious conversation? Can I be honest? That's the one thing that like, that is something that has always triggered me about that place. If you're having an interview, you realize, I just want to make it easy and known to everybody, it's not hard to turn it off, okay? When it's already going, it is a little hard to turn it off sometimes, but you could just delete it from the scene. Boom, it's gone. Then it can't play anymore. I'm just saying, like, this whole, like, why do they need to have that playing in the middle of a serious fucking interview? Because no one's gonna donate if the TTS isn't fucking blasting. That's why. But it's just like, it shows you like time and time again, they don't actually care about like the shit that they're covering or like the content over there. They just care about how much money pumps in.
You never wanted the kids, period, cap emoji.
I would like to hear a response to that question.
I mean, you're really getting like really deep into like some very, very private shit right now. Like, why would I get full custody and go against a family with gang ties? I'm not. I wanted peace. I'm leaving them alone. I'm walking away for my own mental health. And Foxy, you don't know Cece. You've never met her. You never have to deal with her. You don't know what she did and.
How did we get here? How did we get here? What? This is Mr. Sue Happy, who just loves to make crazy accusations on people. How is he so Sue Happy? I don't get it. It's a little scary.
How she treated me and the messages that she sent and all the abuse that I had taken from this woman. You have no right to judge me on this. Yes, it is fucked up. Absolutely. The whole thing with abortion pills is fucked up. It was a crude, private joke. I would never stand behind that. I would never, double down on that and say like, oh, we should have done that. Absolutely not. It was said in a moment of 11 out of 10 anger that I am allowed to have. I overreacted in front of somebody that I thought I could trust. Have you never had a friend that you cried in their arms and you told them like, some really fucked up shit?
I don't know. I've definitely said fucked up things about people. That's for damn sure. But it's also just like, I don't know. I've never said something like that. Like, I've said things like, damn, I wish that person wasn't here anymore, out of a place of anger type shit. But I've never said that. Like, because there's like a different level to it, right? It's like one thing to say something so outlandish that it's like no fucking possible way that it could happen. What he's saying was like something that like it seems real. Like, it's like, okay, that's something, well, you realistically could do that and probably just get away with it, especially with you like making it very specific with like the brownies. Like, it felt very intent driven, very odd. But Madeline also brought, oh my god, Cook Cook, that's so tea. I'm so glad I saw that. Madeline said, so was he crying or was it a joke? Which? Fucking clock that shit. Thank you.
That's what I thought who Heather was. I had no idea she was a fucking
Peace and
two-faced
love
snake.
in the LT.
I knew this was gonna
At one's 2 cents super chatted $20. A real father
That's why I
never
didn't talk
walks
about it.
away from their children. F this guy.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the point, right? That people are trying to make. It's like, if you really feel these things about Cece, then why haven't you tried to, get custody of the kids?
Were you not paying attention?
Are you like?
Are you not listening?
Are you buffering?
You said that what?
Did you
that
not hear what I heard?
her family allegedly has gang ties. You think that's
Foxy!
what?
Foxy!
How are you not listening?
What
Oh,
are
yeah,
you
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about? Yeah, go
over
ahead,
there.
Tech.
Over
Go
there.
ahead.
Not the short man on the rolling
I
chair.
know.
Are we gonna act? Come on now. This is.
Were you not listening?
I can't take
What
this
he said?
seriously.
Yes, I was listening
What'd
to
he
what you
say?
said.
There's some personal things that he could elaborate on that might be, let's say, dangerous, right? For everyone involved. You know who else is involved? The kids. Kids in danger? Not for me. I don't want to press this issue anymore. I might ask off camera, but he gave you what I would consider a pretty valid reason for not participating.
Oh my god. All right, I'm moving ahead because this is just like, bro. I'm just gonna be real. Yeah, this is just. What can you even say to this? It's just like, okay, well, he could say whatever the fuck he wants, and you're just like, well, I'm gonna believe him at face value, like, because that's what it seems like they've already decided in this entire situation, is that no matter what he says, he's not lying. So then he goes on to show like texts from her or whatever that shows that he's not lying. And I guess if you guys want to go check out all the texts, you can go watch this for yourself. I don't care to run through all of his proof because you can take shit and put it in whatever context you want over text, whatever. Like, none of this means anything to me, to be real. But then okay, then there's like a girl who comes in from the background and starts talking. I'll skip to that part. God, is it glitching already? Even the YouTube site doesn't want me to watch this, bro. Dude, so correct, Jill. That's why I really can't stand this situation. And it's honestly just hard to watch because it's just like, bro. And Foxy has to sit up there and like deal with that shit too. And she's made it clear that she's directly been uncomfortable with shit that he's done. So it's just crazy. I don't know. Absolutely nutty to me. Alright, so we'll start it a little bit before she starts talking. We'll start it like when he's talking and she's just in the background so we can see like where she kind of starts jumping in.
I've tried 5 or 6 times. Eventually, my mental health is worth something too.
So
We
if I
saw the
want to
clip
say,
of her threatening your
Yes.
kids again.
I
Wait.
want to say, like, my opinion on the matter is that what I see, just in my opinion, is somebody who is going through a mental health spiral because of something traumatic that they could have possibly been through. Okay? I'm not saying, like, you fucking piece of shit, you fucking did this. I'm just giving my perspective on how I see the situation as somebody who has been through something similar.
And I feel like if anybody, like, that's why it's like gross. It's just like, it feels like her having Tech as a co-host is just someone that's never going to be able to like truly back her up in this situation. He loves to pretend to be one of those like, yes, queen, you go girl, like type of guys, but it's just like that fake performative stuff. I'm trying to think of like the best way. It's just like those guys who like pretend that they're like feminists and shit, but they really aren't. It's just so that they can get with women kind of vibe. That's what he's always rubbed me off as. Leon Kennedy said Zaytek is very disabled. He sold himself out for a breakfast burrito and a bagel with apple juice. He also got an invite from Safon so he can come back whenever. I mean, yeah, there they go. They got their male feeder.
Okay.
Okay, so that means that my mental health, after all the abuse that I received from that woman, you still judge me for coming up with a fucking joke in private about the pills, right?
Yes, because
You see the double standard?
you're literally wanting to fucking trick somebody into taking abortion pills.
Yeah. Can I say something? I understand, yeah, him saying that is not right. Do you understand the buildup of it? This woman came into his house as a hookup, right? They hooked up. She begged she wanted a relationship with him. Cass was dating him at the time, and there was drama in between there. And he never wanted to date Cece. Cece caught on to that, realizing that she was never going to be a main bitch, right? So she stopped taking her birth control, baby trapped him, knew that he did not want to have kids. He's always been open with about that he does not want to have kids. That's why he has the spermicide stuff that I've been around when he explains that to girls about that. That's just like being smart, because also the pool sex, I mean, it's also a thing. People always talk about the pool. People have sex in the pool because it's easier to have sex with a big girl in the pool. It's just like
Why does everything have to have this like explanation, and why does it always have to be this like fiery, aggressive explosion? It just feels so I don't know. It just feels like the energy is, well, I'm a main bitch, so I'm gonna defend him because I feel like I'm pretty enough to be a main bitch. And I hate to like be like that, but that's the vibe she gives me.
Thing. It's not like this like sex area. It's like, yeah, some girls cannot have sex outside of the pool. You know what I mean? Like, it's physically so much harder, right? So Cece gets pregnant, lies to him about taking birth control, gets pregnant, and then does this whole thing where in the documentary, did you ever see, if I got raped, right, and I was talking about my R word on camera, I would say, this man did this to me. You guys need to see him who he is. He did this. I told him no, and he still did it. Did she say that? She said, we went and had sex, and after I felt uncomfy or whatever. None of the girls on the documentary said, this man R-worded me. This is what happened. Why is that? Because they can't say it on there, because he has all these things that he can go and sue them for. Because none of them said that. Piggy didn't say that. Piggy said, yeah, we had sex, and I felt uncomfortable afterwards. Okay, you can feel uncomfortable. I validate the girls feeling uncomfortable, or if like how sad.
That doesn't make sense. You can't sit there and say, I validate the girls feeling uncomfortable. Meanwhile, you're like fighting and attacking them and being like, well, he's going to sue you because he's got all this proof saying otherwise if you try to get serious with it. And so, right, and Annie Rita Gonzalez said, why censor yourself when you already said it? Like, you suck for that. I don't know. Very interesting. Harmonious Pretzel also says, I feel like she is showing us a peek into the group's thinking, and I agree with that.
She got touched and she didn't feel good afterwards, but it's like, it's the extent of it, and these girls acting like he did anything more than that. It's not the truth. Cece literally asked him multiple times beforehand to have sex, brought him in, then he even said, are you okay? Like, are you feeling okay? She still had sex, never said no to him. Then after, you're still in contact, sending him a sex message the next day. And
what about the woman from the documentary who claimed that she did say no multiple times? Then what do we do with that? Like, what do we talk about with that? Like, why is that story just like totally swept under the rug? I get the stories that they're talking about to some extent where they're trying to say like, okay, well, like it was consensual, and then they're saying afterwards they're uncomfortable, and like, okay, that's like a gray area. It'd be something that's hard to fight in court or whatever. But there was a woman on the documentary who directly said that she said no. So then what do we do with that? Why is that not being brought up or pressed or talked about whatsoever? Why are we just like sticking on like, I'm not trying to say that their stories are like less credible or anything because of the fact that it was like afterwards they were uncomfortable, but I'm just trying to say that like, that's not the only case, and that if they're trying to argue that that's invalid, then there is other cases that, what do they have to say to that? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that made any sense. If you need clarification on that, I can make it make more sense. I realize that might have sounded kind of bad the way I said it. So, I don't mean harm in saying that. I'm not trying to discredit the other people who have stories, if that makes sense.
Still talking to him. Like, none of it makes sense. And why wouldn't they say it on the documentary? Like, I'm talking mainly to you, Foxy. Like, you are so team these girls, but he gives you proof after proof after proof. These girls making a fool out of themselves, and you're like, I love the girls. Like, I get it, but like, what the fuck? Like,
Okay, but it's not proof. It's not
what's
proof.
what? The girls haven't said shit. Did you
Two
watch
things
the
can be
documentary?
true.
It was nothing.
Two things can be true at the same time.
Like what?
Also, why is it hard to also think about the fact that they might have been kind of scared of him? Like him reaching out to them after the fact over the text, and they don't feel comfortable sharing with him their actual feelings about it. It's not crazy for me to think that. It's also like not everybody reacts to situations like that the same. So to take it just from like a text message and be like, well, this is concrete evidence that they're definitely lying. I don't know how much that means to me personally. You know what I'm saying? Leon Kennedy said Zay, Keem, and Tech love Stefan. Hell, he wants to give Stefan a show with Rosie and Tech. It's just weird. Ew. Smack Boothby said making people shave their heads on camera, public humiliation, constant gaslighting. Yeah.
Wait, so what's true at the same time? They're like him saying that he did what?
Hang on, what?
I didn't hear what she said.
Go ahead.
Repeat.
What were you trying to say, though?
There's two different types of like evidence that they use in court. There's like actual hardcore proof, and then there's shit that all makes it
Circumstantial
seem
evidence.
a certain way. And I
Okay,
forget the
well,
name of it.
Stefan has said
Circumstantial.
Stefan has said multiple times that he does have the video proof that proves him innocent in this situation. So if she's out there continuing to slander you and put these allegations out against you, why haven't you taken legal action against her? Is what I asked you in our original like interview that we did with you, right? And like it just doesn't make sense. If you think this is a slam dunk that it's irrefutable, why?
True. Okay.
Have you ever had to run?
Have you ever and if you have you ever and sorry.
You know, there are people that get put away for murder all because of circumstantial evidence, because it does hold weight in a court of law. I'm just saying. Like, obviously, we can't go back in time and get into her head and think, oh, was this R word? But she literally could have told him at that minute, I'm not feeling it. I'm tired.
Exactly.
Just not tonight, whatever. But she did it. She went on with it. And instead of confronting him the very next day, let's say she was tired, okay, she wanted to go to sleep, whatever. The very next morning, if that happened to me, I would say, okay, this is what happened. What the fuck? Or I would already be at the police station.
But that's you, right? Like, you can also talk about it from the position of, like, shoulda, coulda, woulda. And, like, there's a lot of people who, like, say, oh, I do this, I do that. And when they're put in these, like, circumstantial situations, but it didn't actually happen to you. So how can you actually say for a concrete fact exactly what you would have done? I don't really think that you can. You don't know exactly what led up to these events. I don't know how close these people were, like every single one of them directly with them. You don't know what their living situation was like before meeting him. They might have put themselves in a situation where that was the only place that they had to stay, and they had to get themselves in a position where they actually could leave. It is not easy to sit here and I was going to say, it's easy to sit there and say what you would do from a place of never having to experience that. Or maybe, God forbid, she has experienced anything similar, right? But you weren't in that exact person's situation. You didn't live that exact person's life, and you weren't in their shoes. So one thing that, like, I try to do in these situations, unless it comes out 100% without a doubt that they are, like, lying, and I haven't seen anything for every situation, every case that makes me feel that, I don't want to call these women liars.
I wouldn't wait days later when someone wasn't giving me the attention that I wanted to then say, oh, well, you R-worded me, by the way.
Sorry, but I don't tell.
It's not fucking adding up.
So then why are we not talking about the story of the women who directly, like, if we just want to keep arguing about that one case and they won't, like, attempt to see like, there's people in life that genuinely just can't even imagine, like, somebody else's perspective. And I've, like, grown to see that a lot in my adult years. Like, people that just, like, refuse to potentially see what somebody else's life is like. And I think that's, like, okay, fine. If you can't, then when we have a direct example that's directly contradictory to the point that you're making, where a woman is saying that she directly did say no and that she was uncomfortable with it and she vocalized all of those things, then what do we say to that? Why is that situation not being talked about or brought up? And I'm not saying that it's all on Foxy, because I feel like she feels like she's being ganged up on. This feels like a 4v1 on Foxy right now, while she's just trying to get some sort of clarity on the situation. I don't know. It feels gross to me.
I don't tell women that have had things happen to them how they should conduct what they fucking did about it.
Clock
okay?
that.
Sorry. I just don't do that. And I'm not going to continue to speak for her either.
Thank you, bro. Oh my god. Like, thank you, bro.
If an older guy talks to you or takes interest in you, it could also mean that you're very mature for your age. Those were your words about minors, Stefan. Also, get a vasectomy if you don't want kids.
Yeah, there was
Believe me,
a screenshot shown.
Wait, that's a good... I forget that even exists sometimes because of how pushed it is that only women should have, like, birth control. It's such, like, a men-centric thing. But vasectomies are a thing. Like, if he's, like, an adult, like, at his age and really just doesn't want to have kids, why does he not just get a vasectomy? That is a really... That, honestly, that question cooked so good, you have me sitting here pondering on it. The Drama Network said, you know what's harder than actually living through a grape, reporting it. The exam alone is traumatizing. She's seen many women and people go through that, and the trauma of the exam is horrendous. Yeah, absolutely. Like, and, like, I do encourage, like, anybody, like, look, even if you're not choosing to pursue legal action now, they can keep those kits for later. And while the exam itself is one of the hardest parts, at least you can get that done immediately and then worry about the court case, like, later. They will hold on to them for a couple years. So just to be noted with that. But the court cases for things like that usually last years. It's not a short legal battle. So just saying. Disco Diva said hundreds of kits sit untested, and it takes a long time to even get test results back for them.
Now you said that. And actually, let me see if I can pull it up really quick. Do we still have it?
Foxy, did you watch the documentary yet? Like, did you watch it?
Yes, I'm the one who's fucking hosted the party.
Because I thought you heard earlier you said that you didn't. I heard that you didn't watch it yet. You didn't have time.
Definitely wasn't me. I think that was.
Yeah, that's why I
She wanted to rewatch.
Yeah,
she wanted to rewatch it.
Yes.
Like, it just doesn't fucking add up to me. Like, the whole fucking R word and then the way she acted afterwards. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not buying it.
It's the thing is, it's every girl. It's not just Cece. Same thing with Pork Chop. Pork Chop asked and told all the girls, why is he not having sex with me? Does he not think I'm pretty? Why is he not having sex with me? Stefan, will you have sex with me? Stefan, will you have sex with me? Stefan has sex with her and asks her and has sex. The next day she brags about said sex. Then he asks again to have sex with her and she does it again. Like, what are we talking about? And then in the documentary, did she say, Stefan, he asked me to have sex. I said no. Stefan fucked me anyway. What did she say? She said, Stefan brought me in the pool.
But there was a story directly like that. So why are we... Oh my god, I'm actually gonna fucking... Oh, I'm gonna snap. Let me go ahead and skip into this a little bit because I feel like they're just going in circles on the same shit. And it gets worse. Someone asked him a direct question here that I feel like needs to be addressed. Oh, sorry, he texted me. Un moment.
Something was wrong with me or whatever. But months afterwards sounds insane. Especially when there's evidence of, like, okay, it looks like it's not working out. Now they're having some type of dispute. Now they're arguing with each other. And then now all of a sudden, you're this criminal.
It looks like she just wanted to, like, get one in on him. Like, I'm just being honest. That's what it fucking looks like.
Thank you.
And I will gladly address the screenshot if you full screen it, please.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
It says SA is something I would never wish on anyone. Actually, Anyone but currently 2 people, they deserve it. The whole thing.
Lock him up. Do I need to hear anything else, or do you guys need to hear anything else? Lock him up. Anyone who says something like that, why are we letting them roam the streets? How could you say something like that? You wrote it out even. It's not like he said it and someone got a video. He wrote that from his account. Lock him up.
Wake up, call, something. Oh, believe me, I don't need to do anything until the litigation is over. It will all be posted in full detail, and some people are going to look really stupid. The whole scam exposed in the beginning. I thought I needed to explain. Not needed anymore when the whole evidence drops. But yeah, wishing 2 people to be SA'd and saying they deserve it. Go ahead.
Of course, that's fucked up. And I went back on that, and I publicly said, like, there are...
Do you think going back on it makes it okay? I'm just confused here. Like, there are some things that people say that I just feel like no matter how much accountability you try to take, there actually is no coming back from. Because there are some things that it's just never okay to say, and this is on the list of things. If you, as a person, have ever said that somebody deserves that, then I will never fuck with you. I don't think you're redeemable. You are like the lowest of low piece of shit. Because unless you've ever had something like that happen to you, or somebody like close to you that has had that happen to them, like you couldn't even begin to fathom how something like that could fuck somebody like literally for the rest of their fucking lives. And to wish that on somebody is so disgusting. And if he starts to go on to say it was a joke here, I will actually crash out.
Things that I've said in the heat of the moment when you obviously the screenshots are conveniently omitting the messages that were sent to me, the comments that were made on me, saying that I'm a disgusting rapist, I should be deported and offed, and I should lose my children, and like, all this kind of shit. Eventually you reach a point where you think, hold on, I touched somebody's butt, okay? I apologized to that person for touching their butt. And somebody still takes that whole thing.
But clearly that's not what happened. We all watched it's like the insane, like, oh my god, the downplaying when we literally all watched the documentary. Like, regardless of whatever the fuck other people said to you, that is never okay to say. Like, somebody calling you a name doesn't mean that you get to fucking say that they deserve one of the most heinous acts in the world to happen to them. You're a gross piece of shit for that. There's just, like, nothing about, like, there's no explaining this away.
Blows it up into SA,
Sorry,
goes on and on and on, exaggerates shit, to the point that random strangers attack me like that on the internet. And I'm like, hold on, they are claiming all this SA shit, but it wasn't even SA. So, they should actually experience what actual SA is. And of course I realized after I...
Ooh! I'm really finding it. I'm really fucking finding it, and I'm searching hard and deep down. Very deep down. There's no way any person really thinks that at any point that there's ever a time that that's something okay to say. That's actually so disgusting and so vile.
Sent that after I posted that, like, that's kind of like fucked up. Meanwhile, Piggy gets away with blatantly publicly wishing SA on Shay when she came here to the house, and it gets swept under the rug, right? The double standard again. Piggy did that.
Okay,
it was public.
Stop this fucking finger pointing. Stop this finger pointing fucking behavior. It's well, fingers are pointing at me, so let me just start flipping them around. That's not how this works. The deflection, exactly. Paul and Polly Pocket said the deflection, like, exactly.
Why are we deflecting?
No, double standard. I'm saying double standard. I apologize for the thing that I said because it's fucked up. Wishing SA on somebody is fucked up. I was 11 out of 10 pissed because people were coming at me for something I didn't do. So eventually I overreacted. Listen, overreacted. Reactional abuse. Ask Peachy about reactional abuse, because when Peachy flipped the fuck out in my house, she blamed it on reactional abuse because she felt abused. So she
now you're blaming it on that?
And then went back on it. That's what happened here. I overreacted. I take accountability for that. I publicly apologize for that by saying saying, I have said things that are inappropriate, and I go back on those, and I wish I could undo those, but they're sent, they're screenshotted, they are documented, and Piggy gets away with doing the same thing or worse, and nobody gives a fuck about it. Nobody calls her out for it.
Focus on yourself, buddy. Like, what even is like, oh, I'm trying to be calm and not get upset while I watch this, but it's the fact that it's like Foxy's like fighting a losing battle here because nobody's even gonna call out this like blatant disgusting ass behavior because they're so focused on sweeping for him. It's kind of gross.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I wanted to bring the Piggy thing in there, because the double standard that's happening. That's been happening.
I mean, you're calling her out for it, and you've probably called her out for it plenty of times in the past.
Shay called her out for it, but sadly Shay is not here anymore to speak for herself. So there's only a video that's left of Shay saying, oh, Piggy, weren't you the one that publicly wished SA on me when I'm going to Pearadise? They attacked her family and harassed her family for coming to my house and wishing SA on her publicly.
Can you tell us exactly, do you have like a screenshot video of what exactly was said, or is...
I have a I have a video of Shay saying that.
So you don't have proof. So there's direct proof of you saying it, and you're like, let me, point out somebody else doing it. But then when you're asked if there's direct, cold, hard proof that she said this, you're like, nope, I just have a video of somebody saying she said that.
Do you have a video of Kimmy saying that?
No, Shay had it.
Okay, so we don't have a video.
Profile's now been,
I don't
his
have
profile's been taken down.
I don't have access to Shay's files, no. So we have to take her word as the person affected. You know, believe women, right? Believe the right women too for once. She said it on record.
So now he's going to pull the believe women card, so you'll... What am I even supposed to do with this? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, the direct contradictions are absolutely mind-boggling.
But you're somebody who, like, keeps meticulous screenshots and evidence. Why wouldn't you have this already somewhere?
It wasn't about me. Shay got threatened, not me. She kept all the evidence, yes.
Yeah, but you always are trying to prove, like, how all these horrible things that Kimmy has done. Wouldn't this be in that file, too?
I don't think we've talked about this on Bus yet, but Shay's profile on TikTok was essentially made private, and all the videos are gone. And that happened, I want to say, last week, right, Foxy?
What does this add? Thank you for interrupting to add that.
So, yeah, we're not going to be able to find anything on the profile where she said these things, unless someone has it recorded, but I don't have it recorded. It doesn't seem like someone has all of her videos.
Why? Anyways, thank you, Annie. Are you okay for subbing? Very much appreciated. Let's continue this.
But I mean, there are eyewitnesses that were there and have seen it as well, that are at the house today, that I'm sure would, corroborate.
Yeah,
there you go. The statement.
Oh, lost Fupa. She's probably fucking trying to refresh her shit. It's probably frozen.
All right. Well, let's see if there's anything left in this, because I'm gonna lose it. Why is it double? Still trying to figure that out. No fucking clue. Marilyn, thank you for subbing. Very much appreciated. Okay, we've got like one more timestamp left in this, and then we're gonna go ahead and be moving on to the next subject. Also, if there's anything you guys would potentially be interested in seeing me like want to react today, if you want to throw it on like a $5 dono, I will hit it either at the end of this stream or over one of my weekend streams for sure. Or like once I made it through the first two topics, pretty much, we can start getting into some stuff like that. If you guys need the link to do a dono, it is pinned for you. It is also $5 to do a movie night pick as well. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this.
Okay, so here we have a screenshot of you saying, hi, I'm Stefan, SSBBW. And this person saying, hi, I tried to join your Discord, but I'm not 18. And you have to have ID. I have one, but like still. Oh, yes, you can totally join. The idea is to verify your age and that you're real. How old are you now? 17? What's your TikTok name again? The @name. I lost the chat on there. It's scratched out. Yes, I'm real, and I'm 17.
Yeah. Why are we going over the same thing again? We did that already on Buzz, and I'm actually kind of pissed that that right there did not get, like, I talked about this thing for 20 minutes in my interviews. They completely skipped it. They brought up the fact that I had supposedly talked to somebody underage, but they completely skipped my whole response to it.
Okay, so
like,
what?
There's a whole story.
Well, hang on. I still have one more screenshot of the conversation that does need to be shown for context.
Okay.
So.
Do you actually have the entire thing, or do you only have the
Yes,
snippets?
I have the
Because
entire thing. Okay, so it says, yes, I'm real and I'm 17, but I wouldn't feel comfortable just showing my license, name, and birth. Oh, you can cover everything up. Doesn't need to see any private information. Yeah, I don't know.
Why is this conversation still going on? Like, what explanation could you possibly have for this? I'm just so confused.
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't want to make you uncomfortable with that. Yeah. And then a couple days goes by. Hey, cute stuff. How have you been? Just saw your last TikTok. Your live got banned. When? For how long? Now let me bring up the next one because it's not letting me.
Dude, this is how he's talking. Like, what is the excuse? Like, literally, what possible thing could you have to sweep all of this under the rug, buddy? I'm just so fucking curious.
Filter through them.
Scroll through. You have to start it and stop it and start and stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got banned, and I was like,
okay. And then it says, they unbanned me once after doing that, or this is you saying that. Sorry, you have to deal with haters. And then the girl says, I don't know why they hate. They're just jealous I'm pretty and they aren't. And you say, oh, girl, you are cute. Don't ever let shit like this dim your light. Stay confident and awesome. Also, just out of total curiosity, haha, may I also be so nosy and ask how tall are you and how big? Hope that question doesn't offend you. I'm 6'1" and about 205. Your other vid showed up on my FYP, this one, where you're showing your hips, heart emoji.
I hate him. Wood
and then
chipper.
you're asking where she's at and that
Wood
you're in
chipper.
Vegas.
okay. Is there more to that conversation? Is there any date stamps by any chance? Like any timestamps?
December 27th, 2020, is that right?
Yeah.
It is before January 1st, 2021, if I'm not mistaken.
It says December 23rd, 2020.
Right. Because we've been over this so many times already. There was a time, once upon a time, there was a time when the Discord was open to people 16 and over, and the NSFW section was strictly 18 plus, of course, with ID verification. Actually, the ID verification.
So what does that have to do with you calling a 17-year-old cute and asking for her sizes? What? What does it have to do? I don't care what you made your Discord, your fetish Discord 16 plus. What did that have to do with anything? Because that's not cool either. Also, thank you, Napie97 for subbing. Very much appreciated.
But for everybody. So make sure that everybody is real. So she was trying to verify for the Discord, and she told me that she's not 18. She posted very suggestive content on TikTok, and then she got banned. And then she posted more, and I was basically just telling her, like, hey, don't let the haters dim your light.
Don't let the website where you shouldn't be like a minor posting suggestive content like tell you that that's not allowed, like dim your light.
And since we are talking about like before January 1st of 2020, we're talking about robbing a basement that I haven't lived in 6 years, because I took that chat as a wake-up call and say, like, no, talking to somebody underage is not okay. The entire Discord is going 18 plus January 1st of 2021, which we did. She was part of the mod team. We kicked everybody out. We made the entire Discord to 18 plus. To
okay, but you're not getting to the point of why you're asking a 17-year-old girl what her weight is when you're very much publicly have said that that's like first thing you ask somebody
Foxy.
is about their weight and their body.
The only person who just like...
Did you get the memo about like what content she posted and like how I was trying to hype her up and how I realized and then shut the Discord down that it was inappropriate and stopped the behavior?
No, because she said she was 17 in the first few messages, and then you went on to call her cute later, even though she was posting that type of content. So this don't make sense. This story don't add up, buddy.
I'm aware that it was inappropriate. I'm not saying it wasn't.
Okay, so and then my point is, right, if these things are documented and happening, why is it so insane for people to believe that you're capable of these other things that you're being accused of?
You know the only reason why this chat's public, I can tell you. The girl actually did turn 18. She did get registered on the Discord a while after her 18th birthday. So the whole fucking bullshit narrative about me sitting there and waiting for people to turn 18, kind of like grooming style, completely false. She did show up in the Discord at some point, and within 1 week she had to get banned for racism. She got pissed because she got banned, and that's why she took the chat to pink.
Okay, we talked about this situation last week on Buzz. I want to talk about something that was new to me in the documentary. Foxy, you may be able to correct me on who was it that said...
Wait. Are we skipping through this? Because
No. We're not skipping
As
through
much as
this.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Who was the girl that said he told me I'm 27 and I'm getting too old for him?
Cass,
Bullshit.
right? It was
Yeah,
Cass.
bullshit. But that's power.
It's Cass.
Yeah, but I never said. Yeah.
Okay, but we're not gonna go into that because it's gonna take away from the subject that we're already talking about. Of like,
Thank you,
It
Foxy.
still leads into the fact that he like.
No, it doesn't. Oh my god, Fupa's really bad at this. Fupa's incredibly bad at this. Like, you were just out here talking about circumstantial evidence before. Talk about circumstantial evidence now. There's direct proof of him calling a minor cute, DMing her in a creepy way, and you're like, yeah, let's focus on the fact that a woman who's no longer alive to speak for herself apparently claimed at one point that he said that, like, why are you fucking, oh my god.
That this narrative that he likes younger women.
Okay, but that
cut off.
Okay, right, but that has nothing to do with the fact that he is like caught red-handed here, right? Talking to an underage girl and being very like flirtatious with her.
We've already talked about it, and we haven't talked about what was discussed in the documentary that he apparently 27 is too.
We've already talked. What? I can't stand her right now. I'm not gonna lie. That does not matter right now. That does not fucking matter right now.
Too old for him.
Do you want to respond to that?
This.
What is the allegation here?
What are you trying to say, Tech?
I don't want to go past this. I don't want to talk about this 27 thing until we fully dive into this 17-year-old thing. I would never interact with a 17-year-old and be like, you look good, you're pretty, your standards meet mine or something. Me personally, I can see that as being a little over the line, right? As much as I've seen all the evidence for everything else, this one is a little wild. This one's a little bit crazy when you're saying, oh, you're so cute. You know, oh, that video with, where you're showing your hips. You know, that one feels like something you should address.
Yes.
Why would you talk about the appearance of a 17-year-old in that fashion?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, like I learned from it very fast and hard. Like this was all new. Like people showing up on the Discord. Like we had, like it was a, I can't even tell you. Like there was so much drama in the Discord in the beginning. Like I just said, you know.
You did not just say. And what does the Discord drama have to do with it? Stop fucking riding the carousel and get to your fucking point. You keep going round and round and round thinking that we're gonna forget what the fucking question was. But no one's forgetting this question, buddy. And we're gonna get to a fucking answer here, and we all know we're not gonna fucking like it. And that's the real fucking tea. That's the reason why you won't answer it. Because the real fucking answer is that you were attracted to her. The real fucking answer is that you need to be locked up, bro. Like, this shit is so simply crazy. The things that you have said are diabolical. Diabolical. And you can't even say this one is alleged because you directly say that this is you saying it. Any person seeing this with a normal brain is not going to think you're right, bro. That's that simple.
What you just said, Tech, that is exactly where I stand today. And every single time when somebody underage has texted me since, I told them, sorry, you know, there's body positive content all over the internet. Good luck. And that, I stand by that. Like I made my decision before the very first allegation ever came out. I made my decision to figure out for myself. Oops, I went a step too far there. I let her mislead me with her suggestive content, and you missing parts of the chat where she says that she likes older guys and she likes she has a daddy fetish and all that kind of stuff. You missed all.
And you, as the adult in the situation, know better and should have the responsibility to stop this conversation from happening when it was happening. What? Like, what? Are you trying to play? Oh, not a net. Are you trying to play the whole she came on to me thing? Really? Crazy.
All that stuff. You know, there's always context missing.
Well, what was your response to that?
Hold on.
I backed out.
Okay, so do you have
Sorry.
Do you have those screenshots?
Let me see. I didn't really document that. It's too hard, but like I did.
I hear you. While you're looking for that, you're an older guy, right? And the way you speak to like a 17-year-old or a 16-year-old, I feel like it's something you learn before you hit 40, right? That's for sure. And in 2019, 2020, I think you were already 40, right? This is something that someone would probably have a grasp on.
You should know better.
Now, if you're saying like, oh, the communication was just because I was trying to be body positive and this is a young person who is, you know, ashamed of the way she looks, there's maybe a conversation there, but I even in that context, I don't condone that type of rhetoric with a minor. I'm struggling to find some type of silver lining here. I don't know if there is one.
You don't agree that, like, you know, you can you can cross a line, and before it gets too bad, you can realize that you're in the wrong territory, and then you backtrack and you leave it alone, and you change the entire Discord and your behavior. Like,
No.
I never made any plans to meet with that girl.
No. Because most adults don't even ever have these like thoughts or even like make this. No, I don't. No, I don't. I absolutely fucking don't. I'm gonna be very for real.
I complimented her.
How old were you, Stefan, when this exchange
was 2020?
46.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, at that age, I feel like you should already know that that's a huge no-no.
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah.
So
like,
then why'd you do it?
I'm not saying it's right, but like if a 23-year-old was talking to a 17-year-old, that's like, okay, yeah, that's kind of fucked up. That is fucked up. But like by age 46, you should know, like, the minute she said she was 17, you should have been like, good luck with your life. And dropped it right there.
Right.
Yeah. Why are we talking about a daddy fetish and her being into older men?
Because that was after she was 18.
So?
You said there was missing conversation.
Yeah, like there is missing conversation.
So you're... Oh, do you think that made anything better? I can't. Like, dude, I'm actually... There's some things that it's just so... So do you think that made anything better? That you continued to talk to this girl all the way up to the point she's 18 and that you're now, like, talking about, like, Does this not fall under, like, allegedly grooming? Am I crazy for saying that? Just let me know.
Was that...
We actually had a boyfriend, but that was like, now we're talking like a year later. She was 18, she was in the Discord, and I'm trying to find, like, the thing.
Okay. The viewer's voice is watching, and I just want to say I've been a longtime fan of you and Dustin, so hi. Tell Dustin I said hi. And if you guys would like to, I don't know, have questions for Stefan, you should get in the Discord. I would love to talk to you guys. Sorry.
It's almost over, right? It's almost 11. What,
Yeah.
How long is this
We
going?
have 5 minutes left.
We have 5 minutes left. So, yeah, if you do have those screenshots, now would be a good time to produce them.
Yeah, about what now? Like, still that whole thing with the 17-year-old?
Yeah, the missing conversation that you say, like...
I just scrolled. There's no screenshots from here till the end,
Oh,
so...
this a video. Hold on. It's a screen recording.
I mean, we'll scrub it, but there's nothing. He never shares a screen, so he never had the proof. I'm just gonna be honest. I've seen enough of this guy to be done with him for a lifetime and done with that subject for a lifetime. I don't know about you guys. I'd love to know what you guys think about everything that you've seen and your feelings on it so far. After I heard the end of this, I was done with even wanting to, like, cover this shit, because I'm just like, this guy doesn't even deserve to be, like, platformed or given attention whatsoever. Christine Cuddles, thank you so much for subscribing. Smack Boothby said, probably not a popular opinion, but anyone that is much older than their partner, legal age or not, still grooming. For me, it depends, because it depends on, like, what age they met, right? Like, if it's, like, you're telling me that, like, a 40-year-old woman and a 60-year-old guy got together, I can't really look at that, even though it's a 20-year age gap. You know what I'm saying? But, like, or, for example, like, let's just say it's not even that crazy. Like, it's a 25-year-old guy who gets with, like, a fucking 45-year-old woman, like, in a... almost like a cougar, what they would call it, situation. I don't know. I can't really, like, bat an eye at consenting adults. But I do feel like for age gap relationships that are, like, 10 years or older, if you're on the older end, you should be seeking at least people 21 or older. That's just my personal opinion on it. I'm not saying that I don't think that an 18-year-old can date an older guy if they don't want to, or that a 20-year-old can't date an older guy, 19-year-old. I just think that you're... at least by the age of 21, you've lived a little bit of your adult life to make a little bit better decisions, in my opinion, but that's just my take on it. Leon Kennedy said, I agree with you, Zay. It's disgusting that Keem is going to give him a show and platform him. I mean, they're desperate at this point. Red Iron said, people these days are so stupid about age gaps, it's getting ridiculous now. You're a monster if you're 25 and a 22-year-old. Well, I don't agree with that. I think that people can have age gaps, and that's okay. Like, even a 10-year age gap, to me, I don't really, like, bat an eye at. Like, if a guy is 30 and the girl is 20, like she just might want a guy with a higher maturity level, or even vice versa. The guy might want a woman who has a higher maturity level. Like, it's not that crazy to me to like fathom some of it. I just think that, like, depending on how old, like, obviously if you're like 30, okay, maybe you don't have to abide by that 21 plus thing, but if you're 40, I think you should. That's just, it's, sorry I keep smacking the mic today. I'm sorry, that probably hurts your ears. But you guys are like totally entitled to have your own opinions on it. I'm not saying this is like something I think that anyone should be jailed over for his age gap relationships, but it is an interesting conversation to bring up. I know my mom and my stepdad had a huge age gap between them, so I couldn't really judge that. They had like a 25-year age gap, but they both met. My mom was like 30 when she met him, and he was in his 50s, but they just vibed, so. Red Iron said, Keem himself is the same as Boogie. They both picked it. Ooh, I was gonna finish that one out, but that's a little iffy. I don't know. I get what you're saying there, but I'm not gonna read that one out because it's a little iffy. Bring medieval methods back for him. I agree with that, Shelby Rhea. How they met also matters. I agree with that. Like, if you meet in a natural, like, life setting, like, if a guy is just working somewhere and he, like, meets a girl that he likes, like, especially if it's naturally, like, it's just, like, I can't bat an eye at that. Like, it's just, like, sometimes people, you never know, like, who's gonna be the one for you. So, I don't know. Smack Boothby said, I look back to being a teenager to like 20 and I may have thought I was grown up, but I definitely wasn't, and neither was my partner at the time. Dude, and that's such a good point. Like, I look back at when I was like 19 and 20 and I was not making the best decisions in my life, and like, I can imagine that there's other people who just like jump into things. Like, it's easier to jump into relationships when you're younger and you're first moving away from home and you're feeling lonelier, you know what I'm saying? Usually your first relationship after moving out of home is not going to be your partner for life. Like, I don't know. Bizarre Panda said, I'm 28 and I can't see anything in people below 25. I had a coworker who was 32 and he dated a girl who was just 21, and you could feel how she treated him like a father/brother surrogate. LMAO. That's interesting, because I've had friends before who they've dated guys who were like in their 30s that, although they were like closer to like 22, 23 around that time. But it wasn't too weird because it was, I don't know, like a lot of my friends I felt like were pretty mature. Ooh, shit.
Payday, how about Payzay? And for
Thank
movie
you.
from Nightcrawler. How you wahaha hey hey.
Oh my god, I love Nightcrawler. I'm super down to add that to the list. Here, I have the wheel open, so let me just add it straight to the wheel. And if any of you guys want to get your movie picks in, it's only $5 to do so. I'm gonna quickly, just while we're chatting a little bit, jump into the Discord and see if anybody's got their movie suggestions in. Yes, we got Amanda's picks, so let me go ahead and copy
Surprise,
and paste these.
motherfucker.
As an almost 40-year-old woman, I will say as you age, the age gap becomes less noticeable. Your frontal lobe finishes developing at so after that, who gives a damn?
Dude, we got the fucking Gregory fucking symphony going. I'm gonna read that one back because that was a little crazy. Gregory duplicated himself and they were all going at once. Amanda, oh wait, I think I can just replay it.
Surprise, motherfucker.
As an almost 40-year-old woman, I will be honest and say as you age, the age gap becomes less noticeable. Your frontal lobe finishes developing at 28-ish, so after that, who gives a damn?
Yeah, I think that makes good sense. Like, I think there's just certain ages in your life where it, like, okay, like, then at that point, age gaps especially don't matter. I think it's just in the younger years that people are very, like, hesitant on it because you're still finding out who you are as a person, so that's why people are, like, going to be heavier to judge you dating somebody who's already figured out who they are. Because it's easier in a relationship where somebody has it all figured out to kind of want you to put almost like a sense of control over you because you don't have it all figured out yet. And I think that that's a lot of people's fear when they see people get into age gap relationships. But I think it's important to be open-minded and, like, understand that sometimes people might have a better grasp of themselves than even you're giving them credit for. And they might even be okay with, like, there are some people that are okay with the control aspect in the relationship. And I think that that's something that people should be open to as well. Not everybody's relationship is the exact same. And there are people that are going to have boundaries that are totally different from yours. And I think it's important to not really just judge from like outward opinions, especially if you're not like super informed. You know, I don't know. I try to be not super judgmental of my friends' relationships and shit, because you never know. It could be the one that they end up marrying, and then you're gonna regret having talked all that shit with them. Or shit about them, you know? Smack Boothby said, the mother of my child would never let it go if I settled with someone younger than me. I'd likely have to fight for a different custody arrangement. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. How much young? That's a little interesting. Well, that's a little crazy. Red Iron said, yeah, an age gap with a grown woman in her 30s and a 50-year-old man isn't the same as like an 18-year-old girl and a 49-year-old man, for example. Yes. Yes, I agree with that. It's like a huge... It's like a difference of like maturity, life experience, all that good stuff. Just Call Me Autumn said, here, I've never even had a relationship. Hey, it'll come. One of my friends from college... She was 24 before she ever got into her first relationship.
Movie pick, Identity.
Thank you, Paul and Polly Pocket. Let me get Identity written down. I spelled that really wrong. I wrote Identity. Identity. There we go. Smack Boothby said, I'm 33 and she is 39. Oh, interesting. I dated a girl that was 27 and she literally kept my daughter.
Movie pick, Identity.
Dude, that's so crazy because 33 and 25 is not even that bad of an age gap. That's like literally 6 years. That's not bad at all. That's like actually so crazy. That's weird. Maybe it's because she's older. I don't really know, but that's actually really strange, and I'm sorry that happened. Exile said Zay not being able to type is funny. Hey, I'm trying here. I'm trying. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get jumping into the next thing, which is going to be the H3 updates. So we got Ethan's reaction to iDubbbz talking about the lawsuit. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Boop, boop, boop. Sorry for the dead air while I get this pulled up. Alright, I'm gonna put him on 1.5. If it ends up being too fast, I'll slow it down a little bit, but usually he's slow as hell to me.
Also, coming up, Goofs and Gaffs and Laughs. We caught Guy Fieri swallowing. On video, folks.
Huh? You caught what on? What now? Okay. Oh.
Sakuno's excited for that one.
Holy poop.
Am I being pranked?
KETH101 is available for everybody. H3HTshop.com.
I am being pranked. I think I put the wrong timestamp in because I'm like, what's happening right now? I did put the wrong timestamp in. Because I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? I'm like, I literally saw this. Oh my god. And then I just clicked on another video. I'm gonna crash out.
It's
Okay. Here. Let's go ahead.
that big of a mystery. So, as you may or may not know, Ian has deeply aligned himself with the snark community.
This guy's doing blow. Can I be, like, really real with y'all? This guy's doing blow. Y'all heard that, right?
Big of a mystery. So, why? Because to me, it kind of doesn't, it's not that big of a mystery. So, as you may or may not know,
The look in his eyes. Look at it. Watch it back. No, we're doing this on slow-mo. I ain't playing games with y'all. I'm not fucking around. He's doing blow. I've been in a room where people were doing it. I've literally never done it in my life, bro. So I can tell you this as the sober person in the room who've seen other people do it. Because that shit, I don't fuck with it. It scares the shit out of me. When people do it, they get this like bulgy look in their eye after they've done it, and they're like getting that sniff, and he does the cough as if something just went back in his mouth. Like, not even playing. T-Bree saying LMFAO, it's Tourette's. No, I'm not fucking around. This is straight coke.
because to me, it kind of doesn't, it's not that big of a mystery. So, as you may or may not know.
What? Alleged blow. Yo, kid, like, come
on. Ian has deep.
You see him look up to the sky like he just saw Jesus? Are we playing? Like, I definitely see a lot of, like, the tick movements. Like, when you told me that he had Tourette's, I was like, okay, now that makes so much sense. Because when I was saying fidgety, like, that's the word I was looking for. Like, it felt like he had, like it was very repetitive. Like, it wasn't like it was, like, it wasn't, like, a different movement every time. Like, a lot of them repeat. But the sniffing is the one thing that he did that was really throwing me off. But that right there, that was duh. The eyes rolled back and he saw Jesus, bro. Look at his eyes, bro. He is feeling that shit, allegedly.
He aligned himself with the snark community that is basically responsible for and celebrated CPS coming.
Like, no shame in your game, bro. Like, but that is so crazy. That was not even why I wanted to watch this, but he really, like, he got the soulless eyes. And if 10 minutes from now, because this clip lasts a little bit, if 10 minutes from now, he's a little low energy, I'm just saying.
To my house to take my children away, and sending human skulls to my home. These are two things that on the Snark Discord they have on the banner. They have a skull with CPS on the forehead. They think it's funny. They love it. They're proud of it. And iDubbbz aligns with them, shouts them out, calls them great people. He browses the subreddit on his live stream. He's in deep with them. In fact, even in
I can't focus on anything else, bro. I'm so sorry. I literally cannot focus on anything else. He can't stop. It's literally just... Imagine if I did the whole stream. So, hey, guys, how am I doing today? I hope you guys are having a great day today. You know what you would say. What would you say?
his follow-up to his content cop, he justified it. He says, I think it's good that CPS was called and investigated that because clearly, as someone who's been to Ethan's house and met his children, there's shit all over the place, and his kids are clearly in trouble and would be in better care of foster, would be better taken care of in foster care.
There he goes.
Well, as you know, the floors are spotless, and the children are well cared for. But that's not actually why I'm suing him. It's just a little prelude. So, Ian.
Loki says he's had this tick for years, bro. I've never seen it this aggressive, by the way. Dude,
Surprise, motherfucker. Surprise, motherfucker.
Hi. Hi.
Hi. I've seen, like, hella clips of Ethan over the years. I've never seen him do it this. I've seen him, like, have moments where I was like, did he just take a bump? But, like, this felt, like, egregious. Maybe this is just the first time I'm, like, watching, like, a long clip of him, like, where I'm seeing it. But holy shit. My first thought was, like, what else do I say here? But thank you so much, Jake Hudson, for the 5. Very much appreciated. Smack Boothby said, I've never seen it either. Okay, so I'm not crazy. You guys are making me feel better. I'm not the only one who's out the loop with this. Thank you, Jake Hudson. Very much appreciated. Loki Barra said it gets worse in some moments. Oh, God. Oh God. I just have not watched it like a full, I cannot sit down and watch his podcast because the way he does it, like I was saying the other day, he's very all over the place for me. And I prefer like, okay, let's do this one topic and then we can get through this topic. And like in between we can have little intermissions where we're like talking to the people in the chat. He's just like, let's do this and this and this and this. And for me, my brain I can't.
Following all that, put this. Didn't.
Oh, don't apologize, Jake. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much. The joke is, if you don't know, the TTS name is Gregory, and so when I said it was double Gregory, that's what I was talking about. The TTS guy, he's been like saying it multiple times for some reason, so it's very funny. But thank you so much, Jake Hudson.
Entire stream. What's that? Was that a soundbite or was that AV?
I didn't play anything.
That was not me.
What was that? Was that? Oh, I guess it was from.
Is that
Ian.
the video you're playing?
I guess so. Yeah. One sec.
So he's gonna react to
yeah,
the
it did sound
dragon
like
thing
AV for a
that we
minute.
reacted to the
What, do you
other
have
day.
anything to add, AV?
I'm the dragon.
You think?
Did
I
that,
molested
like,
my
how do
kids?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no.
Like, was you just supposed to say, like, yeah, like, yeah, of course you're gonna. I don't know. I don't.
Are you the dragon or not? I'm confused.
Do that. Like,
That was a
how-
soundbite.
All right. Thank you, AB. So, anyway, following all that, Ian went on his stream and displayed this message for his whole
Committed crimes. Edmonton didn't commit a crime.
The whole broadcast.
Edmonton's the best. Okay, actually, while I
and the title is Ian iDubbbz browses H3 Snark as a VTuber.
address this, I will have this just.
Okay, now I'm seeing it as more of a, because he's doing the other one that he was doing the other day where I kept saying he was like moving his face. That's the one that now it's hitting at the same. Now I'm seeing it, Logie. Now I'm seeing it. Okay, dude. For a minute there, I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Available on screen, so that
So it says he's blowing this up
people
and he does
aren't confused.
He does it as a watermark for his whole hours-long stream. It's a comment that says, quick daily reminder that Ethan from H3 is likely a pedophile who has molested his own children. And he's basically rebroadcasting this.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Amanda just got me on some special interest shit right now. So Amanda in the chat brought up, I dated a guy with Tourette syndrome, and he never ever did the sniff thing, but I know everyone is different, but he did explain there are a lot of similarities between people. So I was watching a video recently where they were talking about, like, a lot of, like, I think I'm actually going to do a video on this next week. Let me know if you guys would be interested. Actually, I'll do a mini goal for it. I haven't done a goal to do a stream yet other than the horror game one. So I'll do like a little mini goal. If we can get, how much time we got left? About, damn, holy shit. We ran through the time today. We only got like 30 minutes left. So I'll make it an easy one. If we can get 5 5s. 0 out of 5. $5 equals TikTok diagnosis epidemic stream. So if you guys don't know what that is, it's actually really interesting and there's a lot to talk about with it. So I'd be really down to, like, this is something I've been wanting to hit for a while. So if you guys don't know, through all the different years that TikTok has been a thing, people have diagnosed themselves with certain ailments. Now, one of the ones that was very popular, I'd say like in the 2020, 2021 era, is Tourette's syndrome. And I was watching this video the other day that was talking about like when Tourette's syndrome was super popular on TikTok, and it said that since the creation of TikTok, I can't remember if it's psychologists or what, people who just study Tourette's, I can't remember exactly what it is, said that 80% of people who have tics now all have the exact same tick where they say beans, and it's known as like a TikTok tick. And it also says that most people who have Tourette's syndrome actually don't experience tics, and that it's only been since the creation of TikTok that now 65% of people who have Tourette's syndrome or reported Tourette's syndrome are now experiencing tics. And they're saying that they feel like it's a phantom phenomenon that's spread through social media. And I think that that's really interesting, which is why I said I want to do this video, because there will be a lot to get into with it. So if you guys do want to hit this goal, I will also not let you, but you guys can also pick your movies with it. So that'd be hella cool. Smack Boothby said TikTok tick sounds like brainwash. It kind of does. Discord link, please. If one of the mods could drop it in the chat, that'd be awesome. DID too. Yeah, DID is a big one. Autism was a big one. What's another one? I'm trying to think of. There's been a lot of them, to be honest. BPD is a huge one that's been like a TikTok diagnosis. So I'm just saying, like, a lot of them be hitting it. But I would love to do that video.
Comment uncritically. And also, if you kind of, I don't know how it works in Canada, if the complaint is public or what. But if you look at it, he emphasizes throughout that he does think it's a serious accusation that needs to be investigated and that he doesn't think it's a joke, right? Now, I know people are like, well, why don't you sue Destiny for saying it? Well, Destiny made it immediately. First of all, this is a comment from Destiny, like made in passing. Ian put it on his screen for 2 hours during his main broadcast.
I knew exactly that was what was going to be the problem. I was like, see, Destiny put it in a text, but the problem was leaving it on your stream the entire time. And it's not like he put allegedly anywhere. He just like left it up there like it was his accusation. I knew that. I literally called this the other day, y'all. I don't know if you remember me saying that.
Destiny made it clear that he was not being serious, right? Pretty much immediately after writing it. Like nobody was like, yo, Destiny made this claim that Ethan molested his children. Oh shit. No, people knew that when Destiny said it was like, he was just being a dickhead, or I mean, he was being a giant fucking piece of shit, right? But he immediately afterwards made it clear that he didn't actually think that. But Ian took that, and just because you're showing what someone else said doesn't make it not defamation, because you're showing essentially this accusation bare of context and also kind of saying that you think it's true, right? So he has this quick daily reminder that Ethan from H3 is likely a pedophile who's molested his own children. Again, this is after CPS visited my house. I mean, I personally, with all the shit that we've been through, and I've been through a lot of shit with a lot of people online, I mean, this is just fucking unhinged, right?
Yeah, I do gotta admit, like, this did feel a little bit crazy, and it felt like almost like a level of like a step up from like where shit was at. I kind of do get it. But then he did apologize, but we'll keep going on what he's got to say here. This goes on for a while though, so I think we're gonna skip ahead till when he gets like past the driving video. And he's on to the next thing.
These guys affectionately, am I Willy Wonka now? That was.
Oh my God, why did it take me so far back? This shit is so, ooh, I'm gonna crash out.
Befuddled that people actually, also, I kind of give the same answer to the Kino boys who I've shouted out.
Okay, I'm gonna look through the transcript to find what I'm looking for. One sec, because he's a bit of a yapper. He's just so much of a yapper. Like, holy goddamn, bro. Alright. Here we go. This is what I was looking for.
So I just want to clarify that for people that maybe don't have all the facts. So there it is. It's called accountability, in my opinion. And listen, if I said that about someone else, I would probably just apologize and beg them not to sue me. But, you know.
He did when you sent the cease and desist, though, so I'm kind of like,
yep. What else we got?
And that's the response we got for now. So let me go ahead and jump over here, because I got another reaction to it. This is Hassan's reaction to the situation, which is interesting, because I wouldn't say he's like directly involved, but he's been in beef with Ethan over time. And let's see, I just want to get like a general, I don't want to react to the whole thing at all. I just want to see if I can get like a general consensus of what his vibe is from this. Yeah, exactly what I thought. He pretty much is not on Ethan's side. He says that he's done like a lot of these lawsuits before. There is a little bit of some fucked up parts in here where I think I definitely will.
Okay. Oh, so
I'm not a Hassan fan. I'm gonna preface this. I'm not a Hassan fan. I will always be very overly critical of him because I do not fuck with him, and I do not fuck with people who in my personal opinion, don't treat animals properly.
Sorry, we're just gonna do, we're gonna do a 8-front war, or in this circumstance, a 5-front legal war with anyone and everyone around us because snarkers call CPS on us. Like, what do you mean? What the fuck does that have to do with anybody else?
That the CPS and the human skulls incident are like a legitimately traumatizing thing, like the fraudulent CPS call.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I get how inexcusable and abhorrent that is. I really do.
Imagine if you got the Hassan treatment, commentary community, Reddit, mainstream media, politicians. We are babying 40-year-old multi-millionaire with potentially upwards of $100 million in his bank account that he's using to legally go after much smaller channels with no financial backing whatsoever. Because
I do actually agree with that. Like, here's the problem with, like, H3 is, like, being such, like, a popular and prominent YouTuber, he's never been one that seems like he's really about, like, fighting his own battles. It's like, I just gotta take shit legally. And it almost feels like he's just doing it to, like, silence people, and it does come off a little bit scummy. And I also agree with what Moist Critical was saying in the fact that it feels like he wants like this like special kind of, like, it is a traumatizing thing, but there is a lot of YouTubers who go through things like this, so it's like, yes, we're fair to that, but like to sue somebody over something that a Reddit did is a little bit of a reach.
CPS, like, it just doesn't make any sense. It's crazy, man. What is this like this babying that this guy, how many lawsuits is he allowed to have under his belt until people go, okay, maybe this is a bridge too far? Like, how many random people that he is annoyed with on the internet that he is just like trying to bury under a mountain of paperwork with costly litigation until people go, maybe that's not appropriate. Only Diaz said to call CPS, by the way. Yeah, the only person, ironically enough, out of all these people that Ethan Klein is suing that has actually openly defended calling CPS on Ethan Klein's children is Sex Pestiny.
I hope CPS
And that is the one person he literally says, oh, well, he said it like a joke.
takes his kids.
CPS on Ethan Klein's children is Sex Pestiny.
I hope CPS takes his kids. I'll say it. I do. And I hope they cry about it. And then CPS come for my kid. And then CPS can take Dan's kids. You know what? All of our children at the end of the day will just be fostered by Child Protective Services.
So he says that, but he's like, oh yeah, he's just joking, so it's fine. And clearly, yeah, obviously it was a joke, but it's just like, it's crazy how different he will treat like certain people than others. I want to know what you guys' opinion on this is. Are you guys team iDubbbz? Are you team H3? Are you team somewhere in the middle where both of them suck? Where are you guys at? Yeah. Killer Kaz says it sucks that your Twitch streams don't work. Yeah, I don't know what's going on yet. I'll try to get it all fixed up. The awareness was needed. It's romanticizing and excuses that upset me the most. I'm assuming that's in reference to, doing this stream here. I have the wheel up for a sec. Let me just copy and paste the goals that I have up so I can put them on my face cam screen really quickly. Oh, there we go. Beady boop boop. Alright, so if you guys do want to hit any of that, feel free. I'll have it up till the end of the day today. I know it's kind of hard to hit it like right before the stream ends. That's why I try to make it a bit of a smaller goal. If we don't hit it, I will probably end up doing this stream at some point. It'll just be a longer episode one, so I definitely want to make sure I've got the time to do it. Why the fuck can I not make this so it's like centered? Alignment centered. There we go. So much better. Sam said, I'm never team H3. That's so real. Annie Rita Gonzalez said they both suck. That's also so real. Very fucking relatable. Also, thank you guys. Diagnose. Don't bully me. Don't bully me. Don't bully me. That's crazy. That's crazy, Logie. Bullying me is not allowed right now. Oh, that's so crazy. Just a reminder, though, that the wheel currently has 45 entries. I'll double check the Discord to see if anybody else has gotten any movie suggestions put in. It doesn't look like it. So if you guys want to get your movie picks put in, make sure you do so before the stream ends. Annie Rita Gonzalez said it was up for a while. I'll quash out. It's all right. Yeah, I usually don't suck this bad. I'm really way better at typing on my phone than I am on my PC. That's no secret at all, so... Yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
Just do it. Mustard.
Oh shit, Amanda coming in hot today. Holy shit. Also, shout out to Amanda, because if you guys see my new little froggy thing on Discord, Amanda sent that to me. So thank you, Amanda. You are so sweet.
Just do it. Mustard.
And if you want to get 5 more movies put in, definitely let us know in the Discord. I got your other ones put in for you, Amanda. Scooby-Doo Zombie Island, by the way. Fucking banger of a movie, and I really hope we spin that, because I would be so excited to watch that. But shout out Amanda. Thank you so much. Smack Boothby said, I gotta get the kid up from her nap. Thanks for the stream and company, everyone. Gotta get rolling. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hope your kid had a good nap. But yeah, the TikTok diagnosis is going to be a definitely banger of a stream. I'm not sure if I'll do that Monday or if I'm gonna do that Tuesday. Now that I have some people helping me work to get these streams done, I should be able to get it done on Monday. But I'll talk to everybody and see if we're able to work on it over the weekend, because what I want to do is find out, like, okay, so every year there was a diagnosis that was popular. So I want to go through what year, what diagnosis was popular, run through some of the crazy, like, unhinged TikToks of the era, and then go over, like, who some of the major, like, spearhead figures were on TikTok for it. Like, for DID, it was Dissociated, you know what I'm saying? And then for, I'm trying to think of what some of the other ones were. For Tourette's, it was like Ticks and Roses. So like I want to go through some of like the major figures of each one. So it'll probably be a longer episode like the cults one, but hopefully you guys will be down for it. Ooh, T-Bree said I got Ticks and Roses content for days. Oh, you're ready for this one. We're gonna have a good time working on this. Ugh. I should actually just finish this finally.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Ooh.
I've been quiet, but I'm here. Showing some love.
Thank you, little Susie. And we'll hit a mustard.
I've been quiet, but I'm here. Showing some love.
Greg on the replay. Oh, this hurts my arms. I can't lie. My weak little arms are so sore today. I finally figured out what the thing I pushed at the gym yesterday was called. It was called a sled. So that has me weak, to be honest. My, like, the back of my thighs, my calves, and like my arms are so sore. But thank you so much, little Susie. Appreciate all of you guys who have donated at all today. Hopefully monetization will be up sooner rather than later, and we won't have to keep using the whole Streamlabs process. We'll miss Gregory though. Gregory's voice will be missed. I don't know if they'll let me keep Gregory's voice when I'm over on YouTube monetization. I don't know how that works, but we love Gregory. Amanda said, way to go, strong lady. Thank you. I felt a little bit nervous about like getting back into the gym a little bit, so I feel good about like going and hitting that shit yesterday. But dead bugs do make you really feel like a dead bug. Ain't that some shit? Also, just a reminder, anyone who's thrown any donos today, if you guys want to get your movie picks in, make sure to let me know in the Discord now, because I'm going to get spinning the wheel in about 10 minutes. So I want to make sure everybody's got the picks that they want. I'll actually go through and read every movie off like an announcer. We got 45, so get ready. We got Georgia Rule, Ginger Snap, Super Mario Movie, Pineapple Express, SLC Punk, The Dark Knight, 10 Things I Hate About You, The Lighthouse, Vampire Hunter D, The Matrix, Fantastic Mr. Fox, SpongeBob, Sponge Out of Water, Ferngully, Minecraft Movie, Wreck, Lost Boys, Kung Fu Hustle, The Labyrinth, Looper, Being John Malkovich, Amelie, Dude, Where's My Car, The Conjuring, Drive, Beetle, Perks of Being a Wallflower, White Chicks, Beetlejuice. I said Beetle instead of Beetlejuice, but I meant to say Beetlejuice the first time. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Power Rangers Movie 7, King Kong, Kiki's Delivery Service, The Conjuring, Pirates of the Caribbean, Heather's Drive, How High, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Nightcrawler, Stuart, A Life Backwards, Ghost Ship, Scooby-Doo Zombie Island, Finding Neverland, The Darjeeling Limited, and Identity. Boom. That's all 45 of them. Oh, excuse me. I'd say our most popular movie on here is Drive. Because it's on, what, 2 or 3 times? A couple times. That one and The Conjuring are the most popular movies. So far, everyone's been picking like pretty much different movies from each other, so that's kind of cool. Amanda said, I have more lore to drop. I used to competitively powerlift. Dude, that's actually sick as fuck. Really? That's cool as hell. That's actually mad impressive. People who can do like powerlifting and stuff have always like heavily impressed me. I am like scared of the gym in a really weird way. Like I'm like, it's not like the working out in public that's always it. It's just like, I never know where to look or like where to put my eyes. And I'm always nervous about like myself or like bothering people, which is like really stupid, right? Because like most people are not gonna be bothered by me just like lifting my little dumbbells in my area. But I also never know like where to stand. Like where do I work out at the gym so I'm not inconveniencing other people? That's like my biggest thing. Because I don't like to use the machines a lot of the times because I feel like you just always can't get like the same like range of motion body workout, you know, if you're like, I feel like you work out more of your body when you're not using a machine for exercises where it's like not needed, you know. The only, I guess, machine that I like is, I don't know what you would call, I don't know what it's called, but it's like that thing where you put your arms down like this and you hold it and you like lift your legs up in like different ways to like work out your core. I love that thing. I don't know what it's called, but I love that thing. But it's not really a machine because it just really is just meant to hold your body. Amanda said I dropped a pic in the Discord. Let me check it out. Let me see what we got. Boom. Oh shit, you have a whole medal? That's cool as hell. Here, let me see if I could show this on the React stream really quickly. This is fucking dope. Boom. Look at the powerlifting medal. That is so sick. That is so fucking cool. Hell yeah. W Amanda. Also, check out the Discord, guys. Come say hi. You're always free to join said Discord. Eventually, when I do get members, we're gonna do a separate member section of the Discord, but otherwise, the Discord's always gonna be free. So, you know, no stress there. And let me switch this over to the movie wheel because we'll be doing that very, very shortly. T. Bree said, can we get a featured pet of the day? Bet. I'm gonna go pick one right now, guys. That's gonna be a new part of the stream, is I'm gonna feature a pet of the day. I'm gonna go pick one right now. I actually have one in mind if I can find this particular photo. I saw it the other day. Yes! Yes, I found it! Whose is this? I think it's Bizarre Panda. Yes! Oh, I love this cat. Let me switch it over. Oh, what a little cutie. Guys, this is the pet of the day. Wait, what's the name? I don't think we have a name. Did we get a name? I don't think we have a name. Bizarre Panda, if you're in the chat, give us the name of the pet of the day. Because you won pet of the day. Look at this little angel. Dude, I saw this photo and I was like, I don't know what it is about this cat, but it really got me good. Like, oh, it's so precious. So every day we're now gonna have a pet of the day. So make sure you send your cutest pet photos possible. You never know what could win. This cat, like, it just, the ears, the way the little paw, like everything about this photo is so perfect. So thank you for sharing it with us, Bizarre Panda. We appreciate you for having our cat of the day. God, that is gonna be one of my new favorite segments. Thank you for that idea, T-Bree. Exile says, cutest, my dog. Your dog is cute as fuck, Exile. What are you talking about? You also have really cute pictures of your dog. He could definitely win. Who in the 1-800 is calling my number? T-Bree said, I love this segment. Yeah, it'll be extra fun. Make sure you guys send in all of the pictures that you get, you know, old, new, whatever you got. You never know if you could be featured. Logie said I sadly had to move away from my geese. Gooselington? Not Gooselington. In the arms of the angels, fly away. Damn, everyone, lighter's out for Logie. The geese are gone. They are still swimming, but Logie's moved on. Oh, he's still winning, but the geese they flock in other pastures. He will find his way back to being their master. Oh, Logie, the man of geese, he loved them so, from west to east. But sometimes life moves on, but the geese will frolic on. That was for you, Logie. That was for you, Logie. Now, Gooselington got a girlfriend. That is some tea. Okay, Gooselington's gonna have babies. You better go visit him at some point. T. Bree said, do I have a P.O. box yet? Okay, so that is something that I can do now. And I might do soon, but the issue is that I might also be moving soon. So I want to try to look at like a P.O. box close to where I'm gonna be moving. So I might just wait till next month to when I start apartment hunting, so I can kind of get a better idea of if I'm going to be like either moving to a different area or if I'm going to be staying like close by, because I'll know a little bit better like next month for sure what's going on. So yeah, I'll just have to keep you guys posted. But yes, good news, we'll finally be able to look at. Yeah, definitely waiting till I move, because it'll be a whole like event to try to like switch it if it's a thing. That's the only reason I was even hesitant about signing up for the gym. But they're the only gym in this area that is like highly rated, or even close to this area that's highly rated. So even if I move, I'm still going to this gym. Like, I'm set. I'm like, this is my gym. All right, guys. Well, we are about like 2 minutes away from when we're going to be spinning this wheel. Make sure if you got any last minute picks that you got them in. I'm going to briefly check the Discord for a second, just see if anybody got anything that I may have missed. I don't see anything in movie suggestions. I don't think anybody added me in any picks. I'll just double, triple check. Double, quadruple check. All right, it looks like we're good. Amen. I don't want to miss anybody's picks. I hate spinning the wheel and then someone's like, you forgot my movie. And I'm like, no. I try to make it fair for everybody. All right. What? I had something I wanted to talk. Oh, the horror game. So tomorrow night, I'm going to be playing the Mortuary's Assistant. And I think I'm going to do that at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys are going to be in Cali, that'll be like 6 p.m. for you. Any other time zone, I probably don't know, but be there or be square. It'll be a good time. I'm going to start the game over because it's been a while since I played it. I don't really remember too much about it other than I was like doing shit with bodies and then some scary ghost thing happened and then I put the game down because I was terrified. So hopefully it'll be a good time. Welcome home, my love. Danny, oh yeah, wait till I move. Yeah, I saw that one already. Alrighty. Now, let's go ahead and give this baby a spin because we are at 4:56. Movie number 1, and this is going to be Sunday's movie night. I've never seen this one. We're watching Kung Fu Hustle Sunday night. And I don't know what time we're doing this yet because I know UFC is on Sunday, so I want to schedule it around UFC because it's a really big event that I definitely have to watch with my boyfriend. So I will keep you posted on what time movie night's going to be. I'll put it in announcements. Huh? Maybe Monday? Okay. So instead of doing it Sunday and Thursday this week, we're going to do Monday and Thursday so that we don't, like, not get to do it because it's going to be a really long UFC. So we'll do this one on Monday. So we're going to do Kung Fu Hustle on Monday. And then let's go ahead and spin the next movie. Oh, yay! Congrats, T-Bree! Oh, we got my pick! We got Looper! I fucking love this movie. If you guys have never seen Looper, get hype. It's a really good one. And we're going to be watching that one on Thursday. So make sure to get your movie picks in now between next Friday if you want the chance for your movie to be spun. We'll probably do occasional other ones here and there, but with Love Island going on lately, we've been very locked into that. So Wake Up Little Susie says I've never seen it, but it's on my list. It is so fucking good. You will really enjoy it. It's like one of my favorite movies ever. If you guys have never seen it, you will really fuck with it. It's such a good movie. S1K put me on when we first started dating. And, like, dude, that was one of the things that I knew he was, like, the one for me. His movie taste is immaculate, y'all. Like, he would put me on to the craziest movies I had never seen before. And I'm like, how have you seen every movie ever? And you know, like, all the best movies. Like, it's so crazy. But, yeah. So, that's how I know about Looper. Paul and Polly Pocket said, oh, okay. I got you. We'll keep you guys posted. Wake Up Little Susie said the Mario movie is your pick. That's a great pick. Yeah, Exile loves all things Mario. Speaking of which, I think I'll probably be redirecting to him here. And I don't know if he's still playing Mario Wonder, but he was playing Mario Wonder yesterday. I forgot to hit the redirect for him, and that was my bad. But let's go ahead and see what's up. Yeah, he's back to doing Mario Wonder again today. So if you guys want to go see a little bit of that, make sure you tune into Exile, who's coming up next. Ooh, excuse me. I still haven't seen the new one. The first Mario movie came out on my birthday. And S1K took me to see it on my birthday, which was very sweet. And I was very excited. But I'm not going to lie, the movie was not as good as I wanted it to be. So I didn't want to see the new one in theaters yet. But it should be, like, probably streamable now. So I am waiting until it spins on the wheel. Because we have to watch the first one first, and then we'll do the second movie. Paul and Polly Pocket said that her husband loves UFC, but she's been out of it for a while. Dude, that's him. He is, like, so obsessed with it. And I pretty much only watched, like, the super big matches, because a lot of it I'm just like, man, I don't want to watch two men just wrestle on the ground with each other. Like, I don't know. But we used to go to, like, Buffalo Wild Wings and, like, watch, like, major fights, and it was a good time. But now we'll just get Buffalo Wild Wings at home so we can smoke, which is honestly a great method. I can't complain. All right, guys. Well, it is 5 p.m., which means we are ending off today. I felt like this stream breezed by. This was just such a fast stream. Like, I looked at the time, it was already 4:30, and I was like, holy shit, where did it all go? But thank you guys for tuning in. I'm sure I'll see most of you guys in the Discord later. You know, we got Love Island every night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And when we don't have Love Island tomorrow on Saturday, because we do not stream After Sun. I'm so sorry if you're an After Sun fan, but I just don't do it. But if you don't want to watch After Sun tomorrow, come tune in to my horror gaming stream playing the Mortuary's Assistant. Go have fun watching Exile, and I'll see you guys again.